special award ceremony here. You guys are so lucky. This only happens once a year in the entire world. So when I say Athlete of the Year, I need everybody to make some noise. 2025 Athlete of the Year, okay? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Derek Cox, and I'm here at the 2026 Predator Pro Billiard Series for a special presentation of the World Pool Association Athletes of the Year. It is my honor to introduce to you right now Mr. Jorgen Sandman of WPA Sports Director and Kelly Fisher, Chairman of the WPA Athletes Commission and member of the WPA Board of Directors, who will be presenting this evening's award. During the 2025 season, the WPA Board of Directors decided to reintroduce the WPA Athlete of the Year Award, bearing in mind the record-breaking 2025 season with more than 4,200 entries in WPA events, athletes from over 128 countries and more than $11.5 million US worth of prize money. The moment could not have been better chosen. Let me introduce to you the two athletes that are so well-deserved who have been selected by the WPA for this very special honor. And as it should be, let us start with our female 2025 WPA Athlete of the Year. In the beginning of July last year, she became the historic first 8-ball world champion by winning the 2025 Oneida WPA Women's 8-ball World Championship in Green Bay, Wisconsin. In addition to this, she won the WPA Olhausen Iron City Classic. She finished top 4 in another 5 events and top 8 in 4 events, just to mention her most significant performances. That doesn't include her victories in Europe and on the Euro Tour. With a total of 40,848 ranking points by the end of 2025, some 3,000 points ahead of number 2, she ended up at the top of the WPA World Rankings. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving the 2025 WPA Athlete of the Year from Austria to Miss Jasmine Ocean, and let's make some noise for her. Aside from a small plaque in appreciation for her outstanding achievements, she has received a gift of her choosing and the value of $4,000. Congratulations, Jasmine. Where there is a female WPA Athlete of the Year, there's also will be, of course, a male counterpart. He started the 2025 season as #1 ranked athlete on the WPA World Ranking, a position that he did not let go of. He did not manage to win an event during the season aside from the PBS mixed doubles together with none other than Kelly Fisher here. However, those of you that are familiar with our sport do know that a constant high level is what our athletes are looking for at all times. Reaching the final in the 2025 Predator WPA Men's 10-Ball World Championship and the final of the 2025 Yalin WPA Men's 8-Ball World Championship for sure is an achievement of its own. Add to this 2 individual top 4 finishes and a 5th place together with his countryman Demetrius Lakatos at the first ever 2025 Predator WPA Men's Doubles World Championship. And another 5 top 16 finishes. That consistency is evident. With 51,478 points of the WPA World Rankings, he successfully defended his position at #1, some 11,000 points ahead of the #2, Dennis Grave from Estonia. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, our 2025 WPA Athlete of the Year representing Greece. Please honor him with your appreciation, Mr. Alexander Kazakis. Alex is also awarded with a small plaque to remember his #1 position in the world, as well as a gift of his choosing, a value of $4,000 US. Now, I want to thank all of you, the fans, that help grow our sport that we love and help celebrate the achievements of two of our greatest pool professionals. One more round of applause for Alex Kazakis and Jasmine Ocean. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just a few moments away, from our quarterfinal. We'll have coming up here in Arena 1, Xiafeng Fu and Justin Bergman. Bergman and Fu going to be taking on Beato and Amit. And then in 2, we'll have Gorst and Hung, Lou and Yap. fans, and if you are looking for the highest level anywhere in the world, well, you have found it. We are here in the Gateway City in St. Louis, Missouri. It is the second stop of the Predator Pro Billiard Series. Things are really shaping up in the men's 8-ball world championship. We have some huge rounds coming up, and on Wednesday we are going to be crowning a world champion right here in this very arena. We have some other big tournaments going on still as well with the Women's Open, and you can follow it all on ProBilliardSeries.com. Again, ProBilliardSeries.com. This next round, well, it's become a fan favorite. It is the Seyberts mixed doubles open. 32 of the best pairings in the world, all battling it out for that $100,000 prize. And this next round of matches is absolutely huge because the winners, well, they're moving on to the final four, and it is time to find out who's going. First up, let's start in arena number 2 from Pontana, Indonesia, Sylvania Liu and her partner from Singapore. Make some noise for Aloysius Yap. And their opponents from Brisbane, Australia, Bean Hung and her partner, a neutral international athlete, the Ghost, Fedor Gorst. And back here in Arena 1 from Shanghai, China, make some noise for Xiaofo Fu and her partner from St. Louis, Justin Bergman. And their opponents from Cebu City in the Philippines, Dinsky Rublin Amit, and her partner from Lonian, Philippines, the Black Tiger, Carlo Beato. It's a race to 4, best of 3 sets, and we're lagging for the break, sending it to the Predator commentary booth. Take it away.
Good evening. Thank you, Derek. Welcome back to the Hyatt Regency in St. Louis at the Arch for the Poison mixed doubles. It's quarterfinals time, guys, and we're concentrating on the match between local hero Justin Bergman, partnering up with Xiaofeng Fu, up against Rublin Amit and the Black Tiger himself, Carlo Beato. It's best of 3 sets, races to 4, winner breaks. Your referee for this one is Perry Anderson. I'm Mark White, and in the booth with me once again is Mr. Pie in the Face himself, Ben Francis. I will explain the pie in the face a little bit later. Welcome, Ben.
Welcome, Mark, and what a great match we have coming up here. And I was waiting for you to bring up that pie in the face, Mark.
You knew I would. You knew I would. We will be discussing that in between racks, Ben, at some stage. I think it's very important, that players do struggle sometimes making, enough money to travel to all the tournaments that they would like to. And little things like this, little fundraising stuff, does help players, and I know it took you to the World Championships in 2023, I think it was, in Klagenfurt, Austria, something like that. My memory's not as good as it used to be, of course. I think it was that. We'll have a little chat about players and travelling and all their expenses a little bit later on. For now, Xiaofeng Fu breaking off in this match worth, well, winners get $40,000, the runner-up 20. Losing semi-finalists 10 grand, and 5th through 8th 5,000. So here we go, quarterfinal action. Fu breaking off.
Partnering up with the hometown favorite. We're going to hear the crowd getting into this match lots. They've been coming out in droves all week to watch Justin. Love to see him back on the scene.
Scratch was saved by another ball. It was going into the side. For a moment, she had a look at the one ball, the 10 disappearing on the break. So referee Perry Anderson just replacing that as well. No early 10s. WPA rules. And it was nice to see the presentation of the WPA Players of the Year for 2025. Jasmine Ocean for the women and Alex Kazakis for the men. You may have seen that, guys, just before this match started. Recognised with a nice little plaque and also $4,000 gift. I wouldn't mind that. What would you buy with $4,000, Ben?
Well, if I didn't already have some, I would buy some Predator cues. Maybe a spicy new shooting cue. Black edition, maybe.
Wow. There's our referee from the US, Perry, who very, very kindly makes a rota of which referees are on which tables for which matches, and he sends it to us every day. So thanks for that, Perry. I think it's nice that the referees get some recognition for all the hard work they do, Ben. It's a thankless task. I wouldn't want to do it, that's for sure. Good shot there.
Yeah, 2 good shots in a row. You saw the kick safety from Justin to open this rack. That was a sweet one. 2 rail escape from Carlo. He's come up pretty safe here as well. Cut off the potting angle on the 1. But yeah, I agree, Mark. Referee, pretty thankless job. I know I'm very thankful for all these referees. They do a really great job, and they absolutely love the game. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it.
Got away with that double kiss there, Ben.
Yeah, we might see them tap around this 1 ball a little bit. I love to see a match start like this.
Yeah, it's like a long rally in tennis, isn't it? It's back and forth, back and forth. Who's going to twitch first? Who's going to make the mistake? No mistake there from Rubelin. Very, very shrewd player.
Nice
Multiple
touch.
world champion.
Yeah, those two with quite a few world titles between them. Carlo looking to become the only player to hold all 3. Trying to win the World 8-ball this week. Kicking at this one towards the side. Have a chance to make it if he hits it. Oh, what a great hit. And the exchange continues.
No one's blinking just yet. Both teams staring each other out. It's important to point out at this point, all 4 players in the arena right now are involved still in the Women's Open or the Men's 8-ball also. So it wouldn't be the end of any interest in events at St. Louis this week. Still very much in both.
Not selling out this 1 ball yet. Gonna tap it around a bit more.
We're all very much aware of Carlo's prowess when it comes to the safety game, both playing safeties and kicking out of them. He's right up there as one of the world's best.
Yeah, and I think if you asked the players who kicks the ball the best, 9 out of 10 of them are going to give you the same answer. It's Carlo.
I agree. You rarely see him jump. Very rare occasions he will jump. Normally when there's a chance at making the ball, but he prefers to use the playing cue and rails.
But justifiably so. When you kick as good as him, you should leave the jump cue at home. Rubelin pretty good with that jump cue. You could see her just miss that one. We saw her make a jump bank yesterday. The day before, she's pretty handy with that air rush.
Possibility of a 1-7, Ben.
Yeah, finally something happening with the 1 here. But a lot of distance between those balls. That combo's never easy. This battle on the 1 isn't over yet.
Does he play this to the top corner? Is he going safety? We'll soon know. Safety.
Yeah, I like the safety here just because position on the 2 not guaranteed. If he was to cut it in, the safety looks pretty routine. Looks like it's crept out a little bit, but she's got the jump cue in her hand anyway. Similar shot to the one Rubelin just had.
Here's the benefit of the rail here for extra height.
Pretty close. This one's going to leave a shot. Maybe slightly easier combination. Not a whole lot easier, though. Oh, maybe sending the cue ball into the 7 with the billiard shot here. Nice touch.
Yeah, now a combo, Ben. Intricate little shots being played here by the Filipinos in this opening rack.
Oh, nice 10-minute battle to decide the 1 ball. That was pretty good. Oh, and I thought for sure he's playing the combo there too, Mark, but he also sends the cue ball onto the 10. It's going to spot. No early 10s here.
And now we are finally going to see a shot at the 1 ball to make it, that is. And it's down.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes into the match before the 1 ball went in.
I think I just spotted Ada Leo in the audience there. Does a lot of commentary on the WPBA events. Plays as well.
She's great on the mic. I quite enjoy listening to her during those WPBA events.
Yeah, super nice lady, New Yorker.
He's got a smooth draw this one back to at least where it is now. Middle table looks good. Really nice touch there from Carlo.
Yeah, they've won the world teams together as well.
Yeah, no big performances in the doubles yet from this team. No semifinals or anything yet, but they're on the verge this time. And it is only a matter of time. Too much talent out there to not get the job done once in a while. The competition is very strong.
He did suffer 1 loss to Shevchik and Hiraguchi, but wins against Fortunsky and Benoit, and then over the fillers in straight sets. And then in the last round, you may have seen Brittany Bryan and Sky Woodward going by the wayside as well. So after a very fiercely battled first rack, it's Carlo who puts the winning 10 ball.
Yeah, really great battle there on the opening 1 ball. You love to see the match start like that. And you mentioned that Athlete of the Year presentation. I really love to see that. I love that they brought that back. And I think extra cool presentation with Kelly Fisher handing out the award to Alexander there. I think was pretty cool. Looks pretty touching.
Yeah, Kelly is actually chairwoman on the board of directors now as a players representative, which I think is a very positive step forward also for the WPBA. She's the voice of the players, which is always a good thing to have, Ben.
You know, I've said for years, Mark, pool needs a players association. The players had almost zero say in what was going on out there. Really nice to see they've finally figured that out. Now the players will get a say, because for many years it was, they tell you when to show up, where to show up, how to show up, what to wear, what the prize money is going to be, what the entry fee. They decided everything. Players had no say at all. Trying to make the 5 here. Just the safety. look out, 5 might go anyway.
Oh,
Good stuff. Great shot from Justin. Maybe even cut off some of that side rail with the 10. I guess not. You see where Carlo's pointing.
he's allowed to point, but he's not allowed to hold his finger there for the duration of the shot, Carlo. Now, don't want to see any naughty business here. No finger on the rail. Of course, he knows the rule. You're not allowed to keep it there.
Wow, what an effort to hit the correct side of the ball there and not make it. She overcut it. Great chance, but
Extremely unlucky.
yeah, you could count it as a small amount of bad luck there because she couldn't hit it much better. Nonetheless, chance for Fu and Bergman here. Maybe only one tough ball to 7 in a precarious spot there. I wonder, will they chance moving it here? Wouldn't hate taking a small bump on it. Still landing on a 4. But maybe not entirely necessary with 6 to the 7, not horrible. But yeah, I got to make the 3 ball first.
Yeah, uncharacteristic miss there. On the 3 ball, it's pretty elementary, wasn't it? It was pretty straightforward, this one.
Yeah, no excuse for that miss other than pressure's building out there into the quarterfinal now, the money stages. Finish line within reach and a big prize looming. 40,000 to the winning team. You don't want to think about it, but it's impossible not to have that creep into your mind a little bit.
Semi-finals of the mixed doubles will be tomorrow evening at the same time, 7 p.m. Both semis at the same time on tables 1 and 2. All 4 tables, though, in the quarterfinals are being streamed now, guys, so you don't have to miss anything on Pro Billiard TV. We've got Centeno and Shaw against the Oceans. They're out on table number 3. Aloysius Yap and Sylviana Liu. Great partnership there up against Hung and Gorst. That's out on table number 2. On table number 4, Shevchik and Hiraguchi up against Sersea and Viktor Zelensky.
Well, Rublin made a mess of the position from the 6 to the 7, so just a safety here from Carlo, I think. Try to 2 rail the 7 to the other top rail. Oh, just 1 railing it. This is good. Didn't get cover behind the 8, but the goal was always to contain the 7 and leave distance. May have forced Justin into taking on the bank. Yeah, you can see him call it. When the shot is equal hard to the safety, you take the shot. Looks to be the case here.
We got to the semi-finals of the Banks tournament that we had earlier on in the week, the Banks Showdown, which was a fabulous tournament. Second time we've had that now. Billy Thorpe won the first. Fedor Gorst won the second one here earlier in the week. He's played this at good pace, so just hold up before the side pocket. Oh, he's played it slightly too hard, Ben.
It looked good at first glance to me too, Mark. I thought you were right. Pace looked great, but anywhere but over the side pocket. Chance for the Filipino team here to take a 2-game lead. This first set.
I think Carlo is one of the coolest customers in the world. I would imagine he's a joy to play with in doubles. Can't see him getting distraught or angry. Certainly doesn't show it anyway.
Yeah, he's one of the calmest players out there, I think. Very collected.
Calm, cool, collected, Carlo.
No.
Oh,
way.
I cannot believe the 10 ball I've just witnessed. How has he missed that?
Did he miss cue?
It looked like a miscue to me as well, Ben.
Yeah, maybe we can see the replay after, but that is a pretty rare thing. We saw Shane miss a pretty easy one down the rail like that. Previous match.
Saw Gorst miss one as well yesterday. A 9 ball, unbelievable 9 ball he missed. And she's missed a 10 as well.
Oh, she let him off the hook big time there. Got to punish him for that one.
Well, she's smiling, but surely on the inside, she'll be very disappointed, because those 2 misses on the 10 ball, hopefully we'll get to see them again. But the first one from Carlo, as you suggested, did look like a miscue, but he didn't have to do anything with a cue ball. He's just trying to stop it, I think.
I just can't see how else he could have missed it other than a miscue.
Yeah, and the fashion in which he missed it as well. He actually missed it a long way on the left-hand side of the pocket. So I can only think he did miscue it and push the cue ball to the right. I think he was playing it, Ben, with a little bit of right-hand spin. He likes to play with spin every shot. But on a straight ball in, you know, on the 10 ball, why would you play it with any spin anyway, other than bottom?
Yeah, if he used something on the side of the cue ball there, it does bring in the miscue a little bit. That might have been what happened. Nonetheless, they still won the game, so it's a little easier to forget about. It'll be in the back of his mind moving forward.
Well, there's something new. Picture of the player and a picture of the table in the same frame. That's a nice little addition. So what happened on the break and watch the player. How about that, Ben?
I liked that. I really liked that. Always adding new great stuff out there. Dry break.
Big shout out to the production guys, L2, who have been with us since the start on table 1. Also to the other production on table 2 as well. Mentioned the referees, Ben, who would want to be a camera operator as well. I nearly became one in Vegas once when they were short of camera guys. My first ever year working with Predator, when I was just helping put the tables up and lay the carpet on the floor. I was a jack of all trades then, putting the seat covers on the backs of the seats and all sorts. I've come a long way in 5 years. So has the Pro Billiard series. It really has improved year on, year in, year out.
Yeah, it's getting better by the minute. Every event that I watch, every event that I go to is a little bit better than the last one. Along with the prize money, thanks to Predator and all those great sponsors you see along the arena boards there and on the posters. Came a little far with this cue ball. Now she's got to do some work here. So smooth, but does it get there? Doesn't.
Another mistake. Yeah, I just want to give a mention to Box Billiards as well. There you see them, who do a lot of great things. They're out of Vietnam, but they do lots of promotion for us and resharing the streams and all that kind of stuff. And of course, Yalin, who are the main sponsor for the World 8 Ball, which we'll be seeing back tomorrow again. Big prize money from them. 90 grand for the winner of the 8 Ball. Meanwhile, another mistake, this time from Justin.
Yeah, you don't see him drive by too many one-reel kicks like that. He was trying to just finesse it. Went right by it. It wasn't really even that close. But you could split the blame there. I think Justin coming up a little short, or sorry, a little far on the position previous maybe caused her to underhit the next shot and put him in that spot. So 50-50 on the blame maybe.
Yeah, tough shot here. Come twice across.
Yeah, I think try to load up the right spin and draw somewhere to the middle diamond on this left side rail. Plays pretty good. Tables are always grippy with this new cloth, so the draw and the spin grab's pretty easy. Little bump of the 10. Well, this is not ideal. Carlo's going to be reaching a bit.
That's as far as it goes with any sight of disappointment on the face of Carlo Biardo. Just a little bit of a grimace.
Yeah, he doesn't give us much to work with, right, Mark?
Oh, look at this. It's not going to give Rublin much to work with either here, Ben.
Yeah, we might see a little more emotion out of him this time. Not going to be happy with that. He's well overhit it. But he did have to put a lot of focus into potting that ball. It wasn't easy. Can she bail him out here with a kick shot? Looked like the 9 ball first to me, Mark.
Yeah, it did me as well.
They can't ask for a better chance than this to get on the board. They needed this, something maybe a little bit on the easier side. Yeah, Justin drove by the one rail kick, so it is indeed Fu's shot. Maybe a good thing she recognized that and stopped him. It would have been a foul if he shot out of turn.
Yeah, you are allowed to ask whose go it is.
Yeah.
If you don't ask and you play it wrong, then it is a foul, as you say, Ben.
And allowed to ask, but the referee's never going to tell you. They'll never stop you and tell you. A good thing she caught him there.
A rack on the board for Bergman and Fu. 2-1. Over on table number 2. Fedor Gorst and Bean Hung are 2-0 up in that one against Aloysius Yap and Silviana Liu. Sarah and Zelensky 2-1 down to Hiraguchi and Shevchek. And Centeno and Shaw 1-1 with the brother and sister combination of the Oceans. Jasmine, the reigning World 8-Ball champion for the women, first ever 8-Ball champion. It's always nice to be the first, Ben. Can never be beaten.
Oh, and Albin, the current World 8-Ball champion for the men.
Yeah, of course. Brother and sister holding the same title at the same time. What are the chances of that? Jasmine also was world number 1 up until the end of 2025, but that's just been taken over by Pia Filler, who somebody's just told me Pia and Josh are actually in the arena watching. Maybe
I love that.
Cameramen can pick it up for us.
How's the break? Looks like nothing happening, but no shot on the one.
Yeah, he was breaking very well yesterday, Bergman and Fu. Fu was absolutely smashing them and making balls yesterday.
Yeah, you said they had a perfect set with the break. Not so far in this one. And it does change from day to day. Conditions can change a little. Humidity and temperature. Yeah, Carlo called that ball in, but I think he always knew there was going to be a lot of distance left if he didn't make it.
And Xiao Feng has made a couple of mistakes in this match already, which is unlike her. That 3 ball she missed, and then the misplaced positional shot on the 5.
This is a good one, though. I think she's found cover. Don't think there's a gap between the 2-4. Maybe just for the kick shot.
Yeah, good shot that was from Xiao Feng.
Trying to make the one here. Yeah, I think they always knew that if they missed it, it was going to be on the thick side. Hard to sell out, but they might not like their next shot. Good shot.
Yeah, he's got Carlo in a bit of trouble here. Testing Carlo's kicking to the full early on in this quarterfinal.
He's so good with these kick safeties, just hitting a precise side of the ball. Looks like it's going to find cover behind the 10.
There is a kick on, but she's going at this with the short cue.
You know, I kind of like the kick better. It's going towards the 2 ball a little more.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it. I thought she may play it. And as we see so often, when the object ball is close to a rail, it's so hard to keep both balls on the table. She managed to make one, but cue ball didn't even hit the rail. It went straight over.
Yeah.
So maybe a little bit of an oversight there, Ben, I think, on shot selection.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think there was too much distance between the cue ball and the 10. Not enough room to land in between to keep that cue ball on the table. So the kick had a bunch of two-way options as well. Like, could work out safe in many different ways. But it's in the past now. Looks like they've come up short on position on the 3 here, so still some work to do in this rack. 4 to the 5. Key shot, obviously. Looks like the 5-8 combination's on till he moves it here. Well, that'll slow down this game a little bit. Tied up to 5.
I think it does go short side into the left-hand corner, Ben. But needs a good shot to get on it, especially from where the 4 is at the moment. Oh.
Second time he drove by a kick shot that I favored him to hit. Just not completely judging the slide yet. Both times it slid long on him.
Yeah, I don't think he's been getting too much practice on new equipment.
Yeah, exactly. Just getting back on the major tournament scene.
I was going to say, getting back on the horse. His kicking is a little bit off.
That's right.
There's Ada Leo.
Just a safety here from Carlos. Going to develop the 5 as well. High quality shot.
Yeah, just to think of that shot. It's talent in itself. And it's nice to see Carlo and Rubelin in the same shirts. I know Alex and Kelly often wear the same shirts when they play, but those are from the actual World Team Championships. It's the World Team shirts that they're wearing. I heard Rubelin in an interview the other day. Well, again, missing the kick shot.
Oh, that was for
3 fouls.
No way.
Well, we missed that one, Ben, completely, didn't we?
I suppose it was. Yeah, they had ball in hand before, and they came up short on the position on the 3, played the safe, tied up the 5. That's right. Justin drove by the kick. She drove by the kick. 3 consecutive. Yeah. Wow, and great replay there, slow-mo. She might have missed it by just a sliver.
Never a nice way to lose a rack, is it? On the 3 foul. Ben, now let's have a very, very quick chat about pie in the face. Just explain to viewers very quickly what it's about, Ben.
So we've done a handful of these matches, and it wasn't our idea. We stole it from somebody else, but we'll play a match, and we've done some fundraisers for juniors. Mark was very gracious and kind to help me with a fundraiser once. We'll play a match on a live stream, and the loser gets a pie in the face from the winner. But often, everybody ends up getting a pie in the face. Whipped cream pie. I think we had coconut cream that time, Mark. It was delicious.
I think even the cadaver, what do you call them? The fashion model doll even got a bit of pie in the face as well. But yeah, it's good. It's just good that, you know, it's a way of raising funds. There's not always a great lot of money available in Port. So little fundraisers like this, and this one was to actually send you, I remember, to the World Championships in Austria. Ben, I think we raised something like $1,500 or something, didn't we, in the region?
Yeah, I want to say 1,200, somewhere around there, but it was really successful, and I'm super thankful, forever grateful for the help, because as Canadian players, we don't get any help from government support to help us travel, and the Federation doesn't give us an allowance or anything like that either. So it is really up to sponsors and some friends and family to help us get there. And yeah, it's super fun too. If you've never seen one of those, I think we had a blast that time.
I got a pie. Ben got to fly. There you go.
Yeah. Okay,
Obviously,
looks like
I lost.
I think I got a pie that day too, even though I won, Mark. So look at this shot. Is it going to get there? Is it going to get there? Maybe just bit of a reach for the right-handed Carlo, but I'm sure he can handle it.
Playing it with some inside, some left-hand spin to tempt the cue ball over towards the 6 ball on that line. Played it well. What about now, though, Ben? A little bit straight on this 6. How to get to the 7?
Yeah, I'd like to think he played a good shot there, but I feel like he mishit it a little bit, because definitely didn't want to be straight in on the 6. You see where he's pointed there, draw back for shape to the 7 in the side. That's a lot to ask for. you can't love this one into the super tight side pocket. Maybe a safety? No. He's going to go for it.
Yeah, cue ball naturally tracking up for the 8 ball, and this is for the first set. So you've got to take this chance. It's worth the risk.
Yeah, at least he could put most of his focus into potting the ball with the cue ball tracking natural, and I think he always knew there was a possibility it could turn out good if he missed it, and it has.
He played it at good pace, didn't he? Just overcut it slightly.
Yeah, and such a tough shot. The cue ball on the rail, shooting off the rail like that. Well, she's gone to the jump cue again.
No, this is even harder than when she jumped the 10. Look how far away she is from the 8. She's got to land right on the back of this 7 ball.
Well, and the cue ball near the rail tends to make you overhit it. Just something she can't afford. Yeah,
I honestly cannot believe, honestly, Ben, I can't believe she's played that shot. I can't believe Justin has, for want of a better term, let her play it. I mean, how low tariff is that?
Oh, well, so here's something we haven't brought up. They don't speak the same language. And I'm not sure if Justin had a choice but to let her shoot it. Maybe she kind of looked at him with the jump cue and he just didn't want to tell her not to because he didn't know how to tell her not to.
No, but you can make a gesture to say, you know, no, wave your hand in front of him. Even snatch, I'd even take the jump cue away in that situation.
I was just thinking the same thing, Mark. Just take the cue right out of her hand and put the shooting cue in her hand.
I mean, especially after, you know, she made a mess of the one before where she was jumping over the 10 ball. I mean, that was even harder.
Yeah, if she hadn't previously lost the cue ball off the table, then maybe you could let her try it and see how good she is at that shot. But no, big mistake there, costing the set.
Yeah, I think that was just one jump too far, to be honest. She calls the timeout, and rightly so. Ben Francis and myself are going to take a little time out as well. Mark White and Ben will be back again with the next set. See you soon. Welcome back to the quarterfinal of the Poison mixed doubles here from St. Louis. We're in the Hyatt Regency Hotel at the Arch. There's only one other match going on at the moment with a set score, and it's gone to Centeno and Shaw. They're 1-0 up on the brother and sister Albin and Jasmine Ocean. These pairing here, Biardo and Rublin Amit, breaking off in the second set. One set up with me, Mark White in the booth. Ben Francis, welcome back, Ben.
Rublin to break off. Set number 2, they handled the first set quite well. Looks like the one ball is not going to cooperate here on this opening break, so probably a push out from Carlo. Could consider taking on the jump, but we mentioned earlier he's not one to use the jump cue too much. I think that's actually what they're laughing about. I think Rublin came up and said, "Jump it." And he had a laugh like, "No, never." Always push.
Yeah, hopefully that timeout has done Justin and Zhao Feng Fu a little bit of good. A few crazy shots in the first set, to be honest.
Yeah, not a whole bunch of crazy errors, but yeah, maybe just a couple awkward decisions.
Banking this twice across, Ben.
Yeah, or I wonder, is she just cutting the one and then, moving the cue ball over here, using the 5 to stop the 1. I'm surprised Justin wouldn't take this on, to be honest. Because the 1 ball kind of always stays there. Well, maybe he knew the combo was always going to go in.
Well, I think they called something in that corner, so it must be the 5, just in case, and they've made it.
They did call the 5, yeah, and it was just in case. They're hoping it wouldn't go in, but she ginned it by accident.
The king of kicking, Carlo.
He just hits those such a high percentage of the time. Hasn't worked out this time, though. Just the chance they needed. Try to get themselves in this match. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. I've seen it time and time again.
Now this is almost a carbon copy of the 3 she missed in the opening set.
Yeah,
maybe this one's a little bit easier.
Yeah, and they need some kind of good angle on the 4 to get down for the 6 ball next. It's not in the easiest of positions, covered by the 10 and the 9 a little bit. Coming across the positional line here, his speed will need to be at a premium. It's okay.
Yeah, just has to give him a look at the 8 ball here. That's why I said it, because it was tough. She had to play that with some left-hand spin. to get it past the 2 balls. I think she's left him fully hooked now on this 8 ball.
Yeah, and I think it was just really tough to control the amount of left-hand spin she needed with the cue ball near the rail. Didn't want to load it up too much and bring in the miss. But she's put him in jail here. 2 rails on the kick. Need something good to happen. Like, make the ball. Wow.
Second prize. Such a great hit, though.
Just about brought the house down with that kick shot.
Now, rail first here, bent. Clip the 8 in.
Yeah, even if she needs to go to the side rail rather than the end rail. I think it's super high percentage to make this. She'd love to go to the end rail and clip it in, and that way the cue ball's coming up for position on the 9.
She doesn't like it.
Yeah, and I mean, only she knows best. Carlo might like it, but she might not like it. So this is the correct way if she didn't like the end rail first. But
I thought the other way was easier, though, the same as Carlo did. But as you rightly say, if a player fancies a shot, let them play it.
well, and sometimes you just know. You can just feel it. You get down, you just eye it up, and you know you're not going to hit it good. So she probably made the right choice.
Uh-oh.
This looks worse than it is, I think. The right guy for the job here, Justin, one of the best potters of the ball in the game. I think he can cut this one in. Yeah, nothing but net, and holds the cue ball beautifully. Bailed her out there.
Just what they need. Good start to the second set.
Yeah, first time with their nose out in front.
That's better. Now they're in the game. You saw from that high 5 that they just did. Saw what it meant to them, Ben. They've struggled. It's, you can't hide that. You can't deny it. They have struggled. But that meant a lot to them.
I loved that high 5. That got them fired up. That's what they need. Got to get the energy going a bit.
Yeah, it was like a come on moment, wasn't it? Let's go. Let's get it done. Let's get into the semi-finals.
Yeah, big implications to this match. Winner moving through. Semi-final tomorrow, 7 p.m. 40,000 to the winning team. It's a lot of prize money up for grabs. Lots of pressure out there in the arena.
Yeah, and it's a double jump in prize money as well. If you can win this one, Ben, you're guaranteed 10 grand. 5 guaranteed at the moment, but 10 guaranteed if you can win this one. But of course, the chance at winning 20 or 40 as well.
She unloaded on that one. She's got the 1 ball in, and they can see the 2. What a break.
Yeah, it's the way she was breaking yesterday, Ben. They had 100% break success yesterday, Bergman and Fu. It was a big part of their win.
I'm not that surprised now that I've seen how good she hit it. Wow. Good power there. Good speed behind that one.
Yeah, great timing through the ball. Lots to follow through.
Needs to make a good shot here. Oh, he spins.
Where's he going with this? I mean, he'd overhit that from the moment he hit it, I could tell.
Yeah, and I think he needed to hit it firm to stun it around the 6, but maybe not that firm.
Maybe he thought he was going to get a kiss on the 8, maybe.
Yeah, kiss on something. It just missed everything. This is a couple times they've done this to each other.
Wow, everything moved there, Ben.
It sure did, and the 7's a big ball this game. It's in the way again. You can see the edge of this one, but it only ever puts the 3 near the top left pocket. It doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, and if he mishits it, the cue ball near the top right-hand pocket as well.
It looks like you could see it thick enough to bank the 3 where he's standing. Try to hold the cue ball up there, I think. Or he's kicking at this ball.
No.
Oh, I couldn't tell at all what he was doing there. It looked a bit wild. He wound up.
Only he knew what he was trying there. I think he did play the bank, actually.
Yeah, it looked like he full-blooded went for it. Sometimes just nothing else is available. You have to try something crazy. But we don't see Carlos step outside the box too much.
Shot. Oh, dear. He's okay. He's okay. Don't worry. Justin, I thought the same as you, mate. I thought you was going to be in a little bit of trouble there, but got a friendly kick this time on the 8 ball.
Yeah, don't panic. I wonder, is the momentum starting to shift a little here?
Well, the jelly rolls have certainly switched sides, that's for sure, Ben.
Kind of a stop shot here. Just pull it back a little bit. You want to leave her some angle on the 6.
Just spotted Emily Duddy as well. The billiard bombshell.
Yeah, she's a big pool fan. She's always around watching these matches, I've noticed.
She's a lot of fun, Emily Duddy. Lovely lady to be around. She does, as you say, love her pool. She does a lot of good content as well on social media. A fun person to follow. If you don't, you need to follow Emily Duddy on Facebook, guys. She's always good fun.
I love how there's just zero communication between these two. They just let the other one do what they need to do, and there's no pointing over here, pointing over there. They're both good players.
Yeah, Justin did say in an interview yesterday that he has a lot of faith in Zhao Fang Fu. Just let her play.
Rightfully so. She's a talented player.
World champion at 9 ball, world champion at hay ball as well. Oh, look at this for a shot. How'd you like this one?
Wow.
Forward with right hand spin. What a shot that is from the iceberg. Cool as you like.
It might get the crowd into it. It might fire them up a little. Look at the cue ball hopping first. To power that one up.
Oh, well, I thought she was reaching into the pocket. Don't want to do that. Not until the balls have stopped. Great 9 ball from Justin Bergman there. Fabulous. And they'll be feeling much better than they did in the first set. 2-0 up. And looking much, much better.
Yeah, good turnaround, and you can see the stats turning around for them too after a tough first set. With 5 fouls and 4 missed shots, that's a lot of errors in one set. They've turned it around here in set number 2. See Team Philippines still with only a couple errors up there, playing quite well. Bergman to break rack number 3 here in set 2. He's going to rip it down the middle. Hey, unleashed
7
on
ball.
that. Yeah, nothing happening. 4 rail missed on the 7 ball, and the 1 dressed up. It's not what you want to see. This can stop momentum.
Yeah, just look at the 1, 2, 3.
A bit of up and down. If they can get back to the 2 here, they're looking good.
This is short. This is well short.
It's like he either mishit the 1 into the pocket, I mean, a little thick, or he just let up on the inside spin there. I thought he needed a little inside, too, with the draw.
Yeah, the way he pointed after the shot, it looked like he was playing for position by the middle diamond there. So he actually overhit it. I find that a strange... Well, Rubelin doing everything she can not to use the bridge. She brought the bridge with her. It's her own one, which she sticks on top of a break cue. It's the double crosshead. Kelly Fisher has one as well.
You know, I think she just about touched the 6 with her leg, and Carlo just stopped her in time. Oh, this is quality. What a great shot.
They actually have a business together, Carlo Biardo and Rubelin Amit. They own a shawarma stall in a mall in Manila. It's not easy to say.
I was a little curious what it was. I'd overheard Eric say they were in business together. I just assumed it was something to do with pool, right? A pool hall, a pro shop, billiard supply place. Would have never guessed.
She's very clever. She's a qualified accountant, actually. Started out studying law. Her dad wanted her to be a lawyer. She studied accountancy and she got her qualifications as an accountant. Very, very shrewd businesswoman. She also has a business with Johan Chua, some kind of property. So she's a smart cookie, is Rubelin.
Well, I always love to hear when pool players, you know, aren't just pool players. I really love that. She looks like a smart young lady.
I just mentioned Johan Chua there. He's just about to open his own cue shop as well, called Bad Koi. There in Manila.
So they didn't call the combination. He was just trying to play safe. Justin just trying to play safe as well. Didn't get it. Little battle for this 2 ball here.
Yeah, not best pleased with that shot. Justin knows he should have been hiding that 2 ball behind the stack, but didn't.
Yeah, at his level, you expect him to get cover there. Count it as a mistake. Looks like Rubelin's punished them for it. 9 balls big.
Jump cue is out. She tends to just go to that, doesn't she, before the kick?
This one's justifiable. I don't think there's any easy kick there, so I don't hate her jumping this and can get safe a lot of times. Separation. Just gotta keep it on the table.
Well, I'm saying nothing. I think she could have 2 rail kicked this. Short rail, long rail. chance at making it and maybe even getting on the 3 as well.
And
all
a
good
chance,
things could have happened.
Yeah, a chance for a bit of a two-way with a safety that way as well. I think you're right, Mark. And especially looking at previous results, she was 2 for 2, losing it off the table. Yeah, maybe time to put away the jump cue.
If I was Justin, I'd hide it. Ben.
Wait till she's not looking and put it away.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I've seen her make some great jump shots as well in the past.
Yeah, I'm sure she's quite handy with that jump cue. It just hasn't worked out in this match. She's had 3 kind of tricky ones with the object ball close to the rail. It's not easy to keep the cue ball on the table. It does want to bounce a lot.
You have to admire her confidence, if nothing else, Ben.
Yeah, that's well said, Mark. I think sticking with it, I'm sure, like you said, she's made lots of great shots with that. Practiced plenty, so you can't lose belief.
Well, he's going to have to play maybe short side on this, Ben. He's loading it up with low left.
Yeah, it's a bit on the wrong side of straight, so you're right, Mark. Short side. Don't want to be straight in here, though. Exactly straight in. This is a nightmarish shot. I think she just needs to roll it in and say, it's your fault. Shoot this long one.
You need a Corey Jewell special here. Raise the butt of the cue and spin the ball away like he does.
Yeah, Masse out of the angle.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have hated them doing that, to be honest, but I think Carlo told her, you know what, it's my fault. Just put it over here. I'll make a long one.
Big shot. Either 2-1 or 3-0.
You see his eyes just lasered in on the object ball there.
It's gone wrong.
I think he kind of took what he could get. You know, just make the 9, kiss the 10. Had to put a lot of focus into making the 9 there, but it hasn't worked out. And this is a real tough shot. They really need this one to stay alive in the set, too.
No.
That's thick all the way. Justin flies out of the chair.
That could be a huge shot in the grand scheme of things in this match. This for 3-0. It's not a gimme. It's just maybe a little bit awkward with the bridging. One of those where you're too far from the rail or too near to the rail. No, he's okay. He's taking a long bridge.
No problem.
Yeah, great shot. He celebrated that one as well. And who can blame him? 3-0 in this second set, making light work of it.
What a turnaround. Look like Mike Pinozzo in the background there. Billiards Digest.
Yeah, great guy, Mike Pinozzo. Good magazine, AZ Billiards. Also does his own podcast. He's a great writer, very, very talented writer indeed. Always enjoy reading what Mike's got to say.
Yeah, I'm a subscriber. I'm a big pool nerd, as you know, Mark. So I got the magazine delivered to my house every month. Love reading the articles in there. He is a very talented writer, and I think few people love pool more than Mike.
Oceans are 2-1 up over Centeno and Shaw in the second set, but they lost the first. So they're fighting back. Hung and Gorst won the first set and are 1-up in the second. And in our last quarterfinal, Wojtek Szewczyk and Yuki Hiriguchi are a set-up and 2-1-up over Sersa and Viktor Zelensky. So here we are back with Zhang Fu. Had a monster break last time, Eric. Come on, Xiaofang. Let's see what you can do. You can watch her style and the table all in one go. How she generates that power.
Yeah, really awesome speed. It's not going to work out this time, though, and the one's going to dress up. Oh, the 2-ball went in. I didn't see it, Mark.
Wow. I played a terrific shot earlier on from 9 to 10. This is kind of a similar one from 1 to 3.
He's got to power this one up. Not sure what kind of angle he has, if any. Draw in between the 7-5 here with some inside spin.
Oh, that'll do. That'll do.
And that worked out actually really great because now they have a nice angle on the 3 to get back up there for the 4. And they'll need the bottom angle on the 4 so they don't have to deal with the 8. 5-ball in a tough spot.
Little bounce will be okay. Come on.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's on the correct side of it. And it might even be natural to run behind it here. What a chance to close out this second set, force a deciding set.
What a difference a break can make.
Yeah, we see these crazy momentum shifts all the time in pool, and pool gods have a way of evening things out, kind of like that. A little flick of the 10.
He didn't want to be near the 10, but it's worked out okay.
Yeah, the next shot will be the 1. 6 to the 7, not easy. See what they have in mind. It might just have to be the 7-9 combination after.
Yeah, not a bad choice, is it? Makes the 6-ball a whole lot easier.
Really great view there of how loose Justin's grip is. Just a couple of fingers on the cue. He's barely holding on to it, but that's why he generates such a smooth stroke and effortless power with the wrist in there.
Cue doing the work. Just going back to Mike Panozzo for a minute. I'm not surprised to see him here actually this week, considering, you know, how much action there is going on here this week. 4 tournaments, Ben, in total. So there's plenty for him to get the old quill and ink out for. I don't know whether he still uses quill and ink. He seems the kind of guy that would, I think. Traditionalist. Oh dear.
Oh, it's all gone wrong.
Dear.
Won't be jumping this one. A kick to the end rail with some left spin. Try to come across the top of it. No.
It's coming 2 rails.
Well, I'm surprised not off the end rail.
Is it? No. Maybe you can see a bit of it. It's called the 7 in the corner.
Wow, this is brave. He went all in there, Mark.
Wants it in, really.
Yeah, he's trying to play that shot. He played quite well in the banks, but that was a big ask.
Powering up here, Biardo. Watch the cue ball fizz, guys. Stop and then grip the cloth again. The Predator Simonis cloth. Look at this. A little flick off the 8 would be nice. A little angle would be even nicer. Look at that for a shot. Perfect from the maestro.
Well, and this can turn around really quick now from 3-0 ahead. We just see it over and over again when one team has a chance. They let it slip. Pool gods don't tend to do them any favors. They had a chance there to close it out.
Yeah, it was a tough ask, wasn't it, to get position on that 7. Justin, to be fair to Zhao Fang Fu, Justin did overhit the positional side, which made the combo a little bit more difficult, therefore harder to control the 7 and the cue ball. Remember, you're trying to control 3 balls at once there when you're playing a combo. Unfortunate not to be able to see the 7. But Biardo played a beautiful shot, Ben, from the 7 to the 8.
Yeah, really zipped back the draw shot. Smooth stroke. Might have looked like he got a half fortunate kiss on the 8, but he knew it was always going to work out. Ball down, a couple balls down.
One ball down. Didn't want it down. Nothing doing with the 2, Ben.
Yeah, a mile away from it. Cue ball near the rail. No easy safeties here either. Calling the 4, but just in case, this is more about a safety. Call the 4 just in case something funny happens. Trying to use the 10 to cover the 2. And the 6. But I don't think it's covered all of it. Yeah, nothing easy on the safety, so he's going to go for the bank shot. Never close. Another missed bank from Bergman. And you can hear 2 balls been called, so it'll squeeze by there, but maybe only half the pocket. No problem. Got her nice and close to this 4 ball too.
Yeah, they've let them right back into this 3-0 lead. Already cut to 3-1.
See her use the rest this time. The bridge. Mark, the one you were talking, she brings to the events with her. More of a snooker style bridge.
Yeah, I like it, and you can turn it on end as well. You can use it either way round. If you do turn it on end for the higher part of the bridge, Ben, there's a nice little heart that you can see when it's up on its end. Who said no one loves a bridge?
That's funny. Good design there. They were thinking. Touch of left spin. Going to use the second rail, bring the cue ball in the line of the 6, positional line. You just draw this one back a little bit. Some angle on the 7 would be nice. Get closer to the 8. Nine to the 10 is the last of the work. But with the 8 so close to the pocket, you favor them to get exactly where they need on the 9.
Rubelin, one of the most fierce competitors on the table, but off of it, she's a real sweetheart. She really is. Loves to look after people when they visit the Philippines. She's actually from Cebu, Rubelin. I spent a year in Cebu once, back in 2015. Not much of a pool scene there, but still managed to produce this world champion. And it goes 3-2 it is, Ben. It's getting a little bit scary. We have our first result into the semi-finals. Jason Shaw and Cheska Centeno. They've beaten Albin and Jasmine Ocean in straight sets 2-0. What about that, Ben? I had them as the favourites for it right from the start. I don't know who you picked out as your pick.
Yeah, they were always going to be super dangerous. Obviously, I just picked the fillers, but that's maybe too cliche. It was an easy pick. They had just won the last 2 events. But, yeah, I like Sentinel and Shaw, especially now. They've knocked off the Oceans 4-2, 4-2 in straight sets.
And I'll tell you what I like about them as well. They're both lefties. And I think there is Cheska there, look, sat right at the end. Look, well, it didn't take her long, did it, to get to come and watch her fellow Filipinos? There she is, look, as we speak, into the semi-finals. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Who will they be playing? Will she be up against her good friend, Rubelin, Amit and Biardo, or will it be Bergman and Fu?
Yeah,
I don't know just yet.
Might have a Team Philippines affair in the semifinal tomorrow. Shaw might feel a little left out there. Nothing happening this time. Is the 1 available into the side pocket? Maybe, but it's razor thin.
He's going for it.
Well, I think he's decided that it's time to be aggressive after losing the first set. Not backing off of any of these shots.
He might not get a better chance as well in the rack. I mean, it is cuttable, and if the shot is makeable, you've got to go for it, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely agree. I wonder if he tries to drag it in. It's extra tough to cut it if you're playing it with some bottom spin, though. Wants to throw the ball forward. I think that's what happened there. It's going to leave a shot. Chance for Philippines, Amit and Beato to get this to 3-3 in the second set. Try to close it out in straight sets. Get to bed early. If they don't like where the 7 is, they could chance moving it when they play the 5. See where they get on these next couple balls first.
It does go, though, in the bottom left. The 7 ball I'm talking about.
Yeah, and if they did try to move it, they'd have to be sure they're landing on the 6. So it might be more about just precision here with the angle on the 5, angle on the 6 to get to the short side of the 7. This looks pretty good. Kind of left Carlo in a spot where he can do whatever he wants. Yeah, like above it where he's pointed, play the 6 into the same pocket. He's going to power up the draw shot a little bit here. Coming across the position line. Did he miscue? Yeah, he looked at the tip, so he definitely miscued. I'm not even sure how he got that much draw out of it with the miscue. They look straight at his tip after. It might be the second time he's miscued. I think we saw the miscue on the 10 ball early, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's what it looked like, Ben. We never got confirmation of it, but it certainly looked like it.
Well, and now I'm really believing it because often it's something with the tip. There's a flat spot or a bald spot, something wrong on the tip that's causing the miscue. This is a good shot, and they have decent position on the 7 with the cue ball rubbing the 10 and tracking up table towards the 8. Just got to pot this ball. Well, how often do we see that point of the side pocket just jump out and ruin the day?
It's almost like they do it out of spite for a little bit of fun, isn't it? Playing a prank on you, those side pockets. You naughty, naughty point.
They do it to the cue ball and the object balls, right? She's going to try to thin this one in. This is a big shot. Oh, what a shot. That is unbelievable. Right in the middle of the pocket. Never touched the side rail on the way in.
Don't miscue this time, Carlo.
Yeah. Looks like you got plenty of chalk on that bald spot. Still looking at the tip, though. You can see.
Heel. They've let a 3-0 lead slip. Bergman and Fu.
Yeah,
I think Rublin, sorry to interrupt you, I think Rublin's just maybe going for a tip tool from her bag just to help Carlo out. I think maybe he wants to do a little bit of work on his tip. Maybe.
I think you're right, Mark. She has gone to the bag for the tip tool. Says, fix that tip. Don't you dare miscue again.
Let's watch Carlo play with his tip. Let's see what he does to it.
Well, he is the kind of player. He's always looking at his equipment.
There you see, just pricking it using the little needle points in that tip tool.
Yeah, tip
just
pick.
to rough it up a little.
Yeah, we'll try to create some pores for the chalk to go in.
Breaking for the match. A place in tomorrow's semi-final against Jason Shaw and Cheska Centeno.
Can't say I'm surprised to see them the first team through. They play at warp speed, both of them.
Well, I hope to get to commentate on that one tomorrow, if that is going to be the match, whatever it's going to be. I'd love to see Bergman and Fu against them as well, though, to be honest. That would be equally entertaining.
Yeah, all the players left now. super talented. No matter who we get, it's going to be a good one. Look at this. He's made a couple of balls. They can see the one. No shot on the one, but they can see it. Maybe try to find a good safety, win this hill game. Set number 2, try to close it out.
Well, she's never reaching this with the extension, surely. No. This is unbelievable. Look how much cue overhang she got. She's even past the joint of the cue.
Yeah, I don't like this one reaching out that far.
I mean, she does it time and time again. I've seen her do it before, and she's not scared to do it, so if she feels comfortable, good for you. Look at that, the cue running through her hand. With none of the shaft running through it hardly, mostly the butt. Unbelievable.
Pretty close to behind the 4, too. That wasn't that far off. Good effort. But yeah, I know being a shorter player myself, I think we get used to those long strokes and the long bridge and using the extension and all those reaching shots because we're doing it all the time. Got to be good at it.
Yeah, plenty of practice. But you know my answer to that, Ben, and it's if you practice as much with the bridge as you did, practicing with a long bridge like that, without using the implement, you'd be as good with the rest as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and I think it's important to be proficient with that rest, of course. Good to practice with it a little bit. I don't think any of the players do. Great shot from Justin there. Really nice. Only half of the pocket here on the 2. We did see from the other camera angle, not the full pocket.
Yeah, maybe jacking up on it as well.
Yeah, just elevating a little bit. Looks like enough room to work here. Looks like a real chance to take us to a 3rd set.
Yeah, this 3, just a little bit distance on it. Decent on the 4. Have to be careful where you place the cue ball though for the 4. Might be going into the 9 ball. Oh, and doesn't want to be on the rail either.
Yeah, the only thing they have going for them here is the 5 is near the side pocket. So not too much needed with the cue ball here, and it is available in the corner as well, which might be the play.
Yeah, was always going to catch the 9. That's why it was imperative that you got a good cue ball there off the 3.
Bit of a tester here for Justin. Keep them in this match.
A lot of pressure on this, Ben.
Absolutely. Does this guy know what pressure is?
I can just roll this in short side on the 9 ball. And we should be 1 set all.
Justin Bergman might be one of the steadiest players under pressure like that in the game right now.
A little bit of an edgy shot there from Zhao Fang. But she got it done. Just stroke this 9 ball in. Just a little bit more angle than maybe perfect, but it's okay. Just stroke it in, just in. So straightforward 10 to take us into a 3rd and deciding set. What a match we're seeing here.
Great stuff from both teams.
Yeah, the high 5 again. They're back in business. Now it looks like no one is going to take a break. Yes, Rubelin is. She's decided to take a break, and Zhao Feng Fu is on her way out. So Ben Francis and myself, Mark White, will do the same. We'll see you for an exciting third set very soon, guys. Welcome back to the Hyatt Regency here in St. Louis for what should be a cracking deciding set between Bergman and Fu, who will be breaking up against Carlo Biardo and Rubelin Amit. I'm Mark White. Good to have you back, guys. Along my side is Ben Francis. Looking forward to this deciding set, Ben.
Absolutely. What a match we have on our hands here to end the evening. Bergman to open us off. Nothing happening. Arms in the air, but one ball's covered.
Yeah, it may be getting just a little bit late for people in St. Louis. Maybe they've got a drive. It's quarter past 9 it is in the evening there.
Yeah,
Double check then.
Carlo's been known to take on these kick safeties rather than the push out. Oh, how good does he hit this? What a great shot. Even if this is left a little window, there's nothing easy there.
Yeah, they had a thin cut on the one in the last rack, but they're not going to have that luxury here beyond cutting, of course, the one ball. Got to come up with the safety. She can see it.
Yeah, she's called something, but it's a just in case call. Trying to get safety here. It's not bad. Cue ball near the rail, a lot of distance and a long way back to the two. A lot of traffic. I think we'll see another safety.
And when you've got Biardo on your side, there's always a safety on, isn't there? Again, he's seen something. Play the yellow to the right, cue ball to the left.
Yeah, good shot. Can see this one, but I'm certain not enough to make it. Just the edge.
Oh, unlucky. Trying to sneak past the orange 5 there to get full cover. Now there's Shasha Liu in the background. Great player. Really top player she is. She'll still be fighting on in the women's open as well.
Try to cross that one underneath the 4-3. Looks pretty good. Nicely controlled. Nice start again to this set, similar to the first set. A little battle on the opening ball here.
Shasha has a tough match tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock up against Wei Tu Chen.
It's in the losers qualification, I believe, Mark.
It's losers round 3.
Okay, not even the qualifier. Still
No,
lots of work to do.
Exactly, playing for a place in losers qualification.
Hard to believe one of them going to go out that early, but tells you the deepness of the field. It's pretty stacked. Looks like the battle for the one ball is over after Carlo's nice safety. That's a sweet shot from Carlo. That was not easy with the cue ball near the rail like that.
Nice angle on this 3. Ben can just play across the face of the 4 to play the 4 in the same pocket.
Yeah, similar angle on the 4 would be nice. That's why you see her go for a little extra with the inside spin. She's hit it really great. Smooth draw past the side. Might be going a little far underneath it. Should be okay. Snuck her on the back side of it. I'm not sure if she knew it was going to miss it, judging by the speed. Looked like she thought it was going to hit the 6.
I think that was the plan. I think she may have just caught the 5 ball a little bit thin, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right, Mark. I think just a little missed contact. This guy's pretty good from distance, so nothing to panic about. How good is that to drag it in like that from that far away?
Straight back in line within 1 shot. That's the skill of the man.
2 rails, looks like.
The more I see Biardo play, the more I enjoy it and look forward to the next time. They'll be hoping they'll be in the semi-finals tomorrow.
Yeah, he is a real treat to watch. I really enjoy anytime I get a chance to watch Carlo. I feel like I always learn something too. This is okay. It's not ball in hand shape by any means, but she's a big favorite to get this one.
Carlo always seems to be able to get that little bit extra out of the cue ball when needed, Ben. Such a clever guy with spin.
Yeah, and a lot of the Filipino players, they like to use the spin a lot to do the work. Lots of side spin.
Yeah, they like the cue ball to travel where it wants to, don't they? I mean, don't get me wrong, we've seen some terrific screw draw shots as well. But they do like to let the cue ball go where it wants to go. I think that's one of the big reasons for their success. Just such natural players.
See the match stats here. One of the glaring ones for me is 7 fouls to only 1 foul for Philippines.
Yeah, that's
6.
big, isn't it?
Yeah, and the category underneath that, missed shots 6 to only 3, but not much separating them in the score. Also, that balls pocketed category tells you a lot.
Yeah, Bergman had a couple of kick shots, which he missed the ball completely, going past it. Those jump shots as well from Fu, adding to the tally. 7 in total is too many, isn't it? But it also goes to show the greatness of the safety of this man and Rublin Amit as well.
Yeah, that's well said, Mark. I think it's easy to look at that category and think 7 is a lot, but when you're playing these two that are wizards with the safety, could be a higher number than 7 with the amount of good safeties they've played. The break still not easy to figure out. Carlo coming up dry, just like Justin's break previous to this. Yeah, watch the 7 ball with the shirt. It's a beautiful touch.
It was a stretch as well for him. Close to the 7 with his leg, as you mentioned, also. Played it perfectly. See, even there, what a hit. Biardo just pointing to where to hit.
Really just sees the kick shot so well. If I was Rublin, I'd be asking him, where do I hit here? Because he kicked better than everybody I've ever seen. Trying to get this 1 ball safe again. You sure do have a way of battling for this 1. She called the bank in there. I tell you what, good shot. The 2 pass in the corner. They kind of needed to. No way to get on the 3 from the 2 in the side that I can tell. Lots of traffic. From here, it looks like the cue ball might go between the 10-6, sort of to the end rail. But from the other angle, it looked like cue ball was kind of going straight into the 6. Doesn't really go through that alley that he needed to, so he's found something else here.
Safety, I think, is it?
Yeah, I think he's called something just in case.
Behind the 3 with a cue ball. Behind the 10 with the 2 ball. Good shot.
Really great shot. Hit both balls. That's what you need to do when you're playing these 2 wizards of the kick shot. Try to hide both.
Yeah, maybe Justin just explaining there that it wasn't worth the risk. Just keep it tight. 3rd set.
He just kicks so good. Always hitting the correct side of the ball at the correct speed, the correct spin, getting separation.
Yeah, I don't think it can be just a coincidence that he happened to grow up playing with the great Efren Reyes as well. I'm sure that's helped. His kicking game bent.
Well, and you bring it up quite often as well, the 3 cushion. Just that little bit of 3 cushion. Sees the kick well. Look at how good is this safety. Really nice.
Have another result for you guys. Bean Hung and Feder Gorst are into the semi-finals. They've beaten Aloysius Yap and Silviana Liu in straight sets, 2-0. They will play Wojtek Shevchik and Hiraguchi, or Victor Zelensky and Seosewa. They're 1 set all there, and it's 2-0 to Shevchik. And the young lady from Japan, Yuki Hiraguchi, she's a star, she is.
Absolutely. Another really great kick shot there. The return safety. It's left a little window to this ball, but no way to pocket it yet.
Oh dear.
Made a mess of it. Got the double kiss, sold it out. I think 2-7 combos on, but this wry smile from Carlo tells me maybe not. Maybe not so easy.
I saw Justin hold his hand up as he walked away, so Maybe hasn't left it. Just the safety here. Oh.
What a touch.
This is a hard shot.
What a
Played
hit.
it well. Played it very well.
2 balls behind the 7. Good shot.
Yeah, just a little shot like that, you see, can raise the excitement and the confidence as well, Ben.
Yeah, that can lift the spirits for sure.
But the constant bombardment of great safeties continues.
But there's always a gap, isn't there, Mark?
Yeah, there is. I'm just wondering, would this squeeze off the 5 into the side? Don't think there's a gap this time, though.
Oh, maybe just to the edge. No, I think he's
Swerving it,
what he's doing,
bending
yeah,
it slightly.
small bend of it and behind the 6. Unbelievable level of safeties. They're playing back and forth here. Super entertaining.
Yeah, Justin walking up, but walking away again. She's happy to leave her with what she wants to do.
Yeah, no need to interrupt there. I think there's only ever one thing. It's that side rail, and she just drove by it. Good chance here for Mitt and Beato.
Yeah, wants a nice angle on this 3 ball.
Yeah, middle table always a nice target. Pool players get really good at leaving cue ball there.
It's probably one of the most played positions, isn't it? Centre of the table. Gives you a nice angle on most shots.
Yeah, especially in these rotation games, 9 ball and 10 ball tends to be a lot of room in that middle table. A lot of open space. It's overrun this one just a touch. You could see willing it to slow down, but anywhere on this 5 is okay with the 6 near the pocket.
A wayward one. Now then, any damage done? Nothing easy.
I think it is available into the side. But a thin cut into a tight pocket. Worst case, maybe the bank, but that's a big error from Rubelin. She knows it. Supposed to get that one. Especially considering they had ball in hand on the 2 just a couple shots previous.
Yeah, this could be a real steal, this, to level things up in the 3rd and deciding set. Just a reminder, guys, looming at 3-3 is a shootout if we get to that stage.
Well, we got to end the night with a shootout, Mark.
Well, if we do, you'll get to see the treat that is Carlo Biardo playing the shootout show. It's really something to see. He crashes it in.
He shoots it like I like to shoot it, Mark. He just rips it. The low and the outside spin, draws it.
Is that how you play it as well, Ben? You like to play it like that?
I love to play it like that. At least the first four. Can't really do that once they move it back a diamond, but I saw Wuku and Lin hitting it harder than Carlo with that same shot, like break speed.
Yeah. It's a great thing to see, and we might see it. You might see it, guys. Who knows?
It's got all the makings of it, this match. Nice back and forth action.
Somebody in the audience shouting shot. It certainly was.
Yeah, they took the words right out of my mouth there, Mark.
Get ready for the roar.
Yeah, they could use that crowd to get behind them, try to boost them over the finish line here, get into that semi-final.
There's the schedule, guys. As you can see, tomorrow, lots going on. For the mixed doubles, the women's open and the men's 8-ball. We start with the men's 8-ball. And then midday, got some women's action for you. No, what is it today? It's Monday today, isn't it?
It's Sunday. It might be
Sunday
Monday.
Today.
It's Monday in Thailand, Mark.
It's Monday where I am. It certainly is Monday in Thailand, yeah. I'm a day out. I've actually got to go to the hospital today because I've got up for one of the breaks that we had earlier on. When we had a timeout, Ben, players took a break, and I think I've broken my toe. I've kicked the desk on my way past it. You know, like you stub your toe on a radiator pipe or something sometimes. I've done it on my desk, and I think I've broken it. It's gone kind of the wrong way, and it's as painful and swollen as hell, so I'm going to have to go to the hospital after this match.
Oh, you've held it in well, Mark. We wouldn't have known it unless you told us.
I want a bit of sympathy, I had to tell you. I didn't have the gall to not carry on or something. But I am in a lot of pain, Ben, I'll tell you that. I've taken a couple of paracetamol. I'm fine, worry.
You're a trooper. Might be one of the first dry breaks in a while we've seen from Fu and Bergman. She hit that one pretty good, but just missed the contact point a little bit. Kind of cut the one. But par for the course. Nothing on the one ball. Long one for Carlo here.
Oh, look at this behind the 5.
Wow. Really good.
If there's been a fault with Bergman and Fu's game today, it has been handling these safeties. There's a lot of fouls. There was a 3 foul as well in one rack, if you remember rightly.
Yeah, caught us off guard a little bit too. I didn't notice they were on 2 fouls, but yeah, a couple easy one-rail kicks went astray. Not this time. Good speed here from Bergman. Beautiful shot. Tough to hit it better than that. Amit trying to create some distance here. Get underneath the 3 would have been a bonus. This is okay. A lot of distance. Queuing tight to the 3 makes this extra tough. Yeah, always possible to hit that one thick. Only able to see the right side of the cue ball. I think the deflection got her a little bit there. Right spin on the cue ball caused it to shove to the left. Hit the 1 ball. Extremely thick. Carlo playing combination on the 5. He's played it well to keep the 1 over the hole. Might be all about the 2 ball to the 3 ball.
Wants it to go up and down, leaving an angle on the 2 to get down for the 3. What are they going to do about the 3, though, Ben?
I think the 3-7 combination isn't horrible, especially from where they've landed on the 2. I think they could get pretty good on it. See where Rublin's pointed there.
Carlo laughing. She's showing him where he wants it, and he says, "Are you sure?" He's a great player, but he's a tiger. He's not a wizard.
That's right. And I think he told her, over there's no good. Let's do this instead. Worked out pretty nice. Didn't have to work out like that. The bump.
Always an interesting dynamic, though, isn't it? Playing mixed doubles. It's a well-known fact. Men and women think differently, and it's just great to see that come into the game of pool as well. Referee didn't have any room to get to the ball.
Yeah, he says, if you don't mind, I'll spot this 10 for you.
And then we can continue.
Yeah, I really love the dynamic between the men and the women in this mixed doubles. You're right. Definitely different thought between men and women.
I think that's the only difference, to be honest, in the women's and men's game. It's got nothing to do with strength like other sports might have. You know, like tennis, for example. I mean, they just can't serve like the men do, although some of them almost do nowadays. But then if you look how Zhao Fang Fu's breaking, I mean, terrific break on her. But it's more about I think it's more about the safety side of the game, to be honest. You know, just the way that men and women think differently.
Yeah, it's the only difference, really. And I love that you brought up her break, because that was exactly what I was thinking. If you thought that the men break bigger, you didn't watch her hit the last few, because she rips it. And we've seen players like Jasmine with a huge break too. Kelly gets through it nice. Not much difference there. Good safety here. Contain the 4, but also got the cue ball jacked up over the 7. Real tough to control this one for Carlo.
Yeah, and the point I was actually trying to make as well was the fact that with tournaments like this, Ben, it's going to elevate the women's game as well.
Yeah, I fully agree. I really love Predator for that, supporting all levels of the game, not just the men's, also the women's, and especially the juniors.
Yeah, and also the different disciplines that we get to see. You know, it's not just 9 ball, it's 10 ball, 8 ball, it's women's 9 ball World Championships, it's straight pull. We saw Darren Appleton face off against Corey Jewell in Vegas this year. also the one pocket we've seen, the showdown, and also the banks as well. So we're seeing a little bit of everything, which I think is good for the game in general.
Yeah, I love that for the game, and I'm a really huge fan of all the games. So I super loved that straight pool showdown, and absolutely was locked in on that banks tournament.
Look at this. What a shot.
Right in the middle of the pocket.
Talk about coming with a big shot when needed. Terrific.
I think he needs a big one here, too. This is not a walk in the park. These side pockets are real tough. I have to hit this one with a little speed, too. A few players more accurate than Bergman.
Yeah, very good pot up of a ball. I think he's really showing the world what he can do, Ben, here in St. Louis, in his hometown. I mean, a lot of the pool world knew anyway how good he was, but I'm sure there's plenty of people, including myself, that have never actually seen him play before. And he really is playing some terrific stuff. As we say that, a little bit short. Needs to come up with another good shot here, Ben.
Yeah, they say that Bergman has the best cue ball control of any of the American players. But from what I've seen, he might be the best potter, too. So he's got a lot of tools. Let's see, he needs a good one here. This is real thin. Gotta watch that cue ball a bit.
No.
I might have pumped him up too much. Well, how close is that other match to Mark? They're at 2-2 in that third set over there, looking at a shootout as well. Love to see it. Last two matches of the night. Real close, giving the crowd a good show.
Not going for the bank here, I don't think, unless he's going for the corner. No, just the safety.
Yeah, always just going to leave a ton of distance there, and the cue ball near the rails, pretty good.
Earlier on we saw a bank on the 7 from Justin Bergman that went wrong. I don't think this one goes actually though. Just the side to side.
Yeah, she might be able to put the cue ball kind of on the left side rail, maybe the 8 behind the 9. Watch out.
Watch outside pocket. Oh, how was that stayed up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's past the 5 count. It stays there.
Wow. I thought it was in for sure. Can they see the 8? I think they can. It's not quite as good as ball in hand, but 8 is near the hole, so shouldn't be a big problem. Just going to roll it in, take what they can get on the 9. Good shot.
Oh, big moment there.
Wonder if he spins around off a couple of rails with the draw here, or maybe just rolls this one in, stuns it, drags it. Let's see.
Maybe just float it. That was the only one you didn't say, I think, Ben.
Yeah, roll it. It would surprise me. No, he went with the stun, and he's missed the pot. Bergman flies out of the chair. Could this be a big moment in this match? I think so. Look at how tight those corner pockets are. Look like it might be in.
Big draw shot here, though. Needed.
Yeah, he's going to try to draw this one out.
Can use the right-hand rail a little bit even better, which she could.
Yeah, good call there, Mark. Use the rail and the side spin to help it a bit.
Look at that. Plum on the 10 ball. And I bet she smacks this in as well, like she breaks the balls.
Yeah, won't be rolling this.
In it goes. 2-1. Bergman and Fu lead.
Wow. Yeah, who would have guessed this after the way the first set went?
Yeah, what can you say? It's had a little bit of everything, this match. It looked like at one stage, though, Ben, it was going to be an early night, as you mentioned, I think, for the Filipinos. But it's gone on a little bit longer since then.
There's a nice stat at the bottom there, 80% safety efficiency each, and the safety returns 19 to 17. That's a high number on both sides. Tells you how this match has went. Plenty of defense back and forth.
Yeah, it's a higher number than we're used to seeing, Ben, isn't it, in the stats? It's been a real battle, this has. Now they got the break back. Can Bergman nick a ball?
Well, he's lost the cue ball straight towards the side pocket, which often doesn't deliver a ball when you don't hit it square. Hasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't a great break.
No, by his standards, not good at all.
Well, she's not letting Carlo use her bridge anyway. She says, use your own.
Quite like this Predator one. To use it a whole bunch of times in Vegas a couple months ago. Gets the job done. It's nice and smooth.
Yeah, it's the gold 30-year anniversary edition, isn't it? Now, is there a gap here?
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Sure there is. She's got the shooting cue in her hand and the jump cue on the floor. You just kick that jump cue under the table and forget about it for the rest of the match. Oh, what a shot. Couldn't really control the cue ball that much. Had to just make sure she potted the ball. It was hard enough through a real tight window there. Big game here. If they can win this one, they can guarantee a shootout at the worst. Gotta be in the back of the mind. Tell you what else is probably in the back of the mind, the prize money. Big prize money up for grabs here. 40,000 in the winning team, and they're only a couple of games and a couple of matches away. Gotta miss some traffic here. Just runs by the 5. How good is that? Great control of the angle there. Spin. Good stat there. Kind of tells a bit of a story. 87 balls pocketed for Amit and Beato to 60, but they're behind in this deciding set. A missed 10 ball from Carlo. A missed 9 ball from Carlo. A couple of balls I thought he would make. She needs to load up the spin here with the draw on the right spin. past the side pocket.
Occasionally, I do have a quick look at the chat, and I just seen a funny little comment by Lefty saying the next tournament to come from Predator will be a mixed doubles bank tournament. That would be fun as well, wouldn't it? Or she's gone rather. Just a little bit too far on this. I think can still cut it in though, Justin.
Yeah, I think so. And being right-handed, he can just reach out over the side. Yeah, no problem. And 4 rails around with the shape. What a shot.
Yeah, maybe they're going to come really good right at the end. Looking to guarantee themselves minimum of a shootout with this rack at 3-1. 2-rail position for the 8-ball. Maybe even hit the 3rd rail as well. We'll see. No, just 2. Perfect. I said yesterday, Ben, in commentary, was with Eric Hallofson. I was just mentioning how I see a great likeness between Justin Bergman and Alex Higgins, the way they actually set up on a shot and how they look when they're down. The loose grip as well on the cue adds to it. Not so much movement. Don't celebrate early here, Justin. Seen these missed before. Not this time. Right in the centre. They're on the hill. What a comeback.
Amazing. Amazing comeback.
Yeah, I love the fact that they're high-fiving as well, not fist-pumping. That fist-pumping kind of come from COVID, didn't it? And it's kind of it's a habit that's stuck behind now. Everyone's fist pumping when you see them. I prefer a good old handshake, to be honest. But I think high five is a nice way to celebrate that rack. What do you reckon, Ben? Are you a fist pumper, or would you prefer a high five?
Yeah, in a team thing like this, get those high fives going nice and loud.
Somebody gave me a good tip, actually, because I used to miss the other person's hand a lot. It was kind of a youngster's thing for me to high five somebody. Somebody gave me a great tip once. Look at the elbow of the person that you're going to high five and you'll never miss the hand. Did you know that one?
A solid advice. I did know that one, and it is very,
really
very
works.
true. Works perfectly every time, yeah.
It does, it really does. The only problem, Ben, of course, the older you get, you forget to do that. Now, Fu with a booming break, as we've seen before. Is she going to come up with something special here on the hill? We started yesterday's match with a break and run and ended it with a break and run. Can they do the same here? Certainly plenty of power. The 8-ball's going to drop. The 8-ball's going to drop. Nothing on the 1. Well, there's a cross-side bank on the 1, possibly. More or less, though, more than likely, I should say, going to play a safety here.
Yeah, definitely lots of places to hide. Nothing super easy, but yeah, I would think gotta be the safety here. They're in control.
He wasn't looking at cutting this down the rail, surely.
Whew, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bank in the corner.
Yeah, it's about a two-way here. Trying to miss to the long rail side of the bank, if anything.
Look at this cue ball.
You'll be glad it didn't go in, I'll tell you what. Does Carlo have the edge here? Looks like he does. Cue's flat. Try to tuck them underneath the 9, I think.
Immense pressure now, though. Every shot could be your last in this year's Poison mixed doubles here in St. Louis.
That's well said, Mark. Every shot could be the last. And I'm sure the pressure is big out there for both teams. This looks pretty good. Nice shot.
Yeah, well played. Just to bring you up to date with the other match in progress at the moment in the quarterfinals. Victor Zelensky and Seyberts.
Did see Fu missed a pretty routine 7-ball to close this one out. Let's see if she can gather herself. Get through these balls, pull up and lay out. Nice shot there. Yeah, sometimes a little miss like that can really make you bear down. I like their chances here. I think they're going to do it this time.
Well, this will be one of the greatest comebacks of all time, I think. Tremendous fighting spirit. I'm sure the crowd have helped as well. They did have a very, very dodgy time. Ben. Our producer was calling you Eric. Now I'm calling you Eric as well. I'm sorry, it's Ben Francis, not Eric Hallefson.
I'm the other Canuck.
I'll tell you what, Ben, you wouldn't mind his height, would you? On the pool table.
I don't know. I always thought I was built for pool. It's a nice short man's game. If I was a basketball player, then yes, for sure.
So just 4 shots away then, guys, from what would be an amazing victory and a chance to play against Centeno and Short in the final. Semi-final. We have had another semi-finalist confirmed. Zelensky and Sir have won 2-1 over Shevchik and Hiraguchi. Just 3 shots away from a result here. Oh, he's overdone it by some distance.
Wow.
Oh,
way
dear.
overhit it.
Dear, oh dear, Justin, what have you done?
That's a big, giant mistake. Maybe just a safety now, Mark, underneath the 10-ball, if that's even available.
She's cutting this. She's going all in.
That's brave. Scratch into the side there, scratch into the low right there.
Well, this would certainly redeem herself after a few misses earlier on. This is some cut and fraught with danger as well.
Thick all the way. And we're going to most likely be going to a shootout here, Mark.
Well, Rublin and Carlo Biardo are very, very familiar with shootouts. I'm not sure Bergman is.
Yeah, the shootout and ultimate pool, a little different.
Yeah, it's all about 6 balls and the fastest time to pot them, isn't it? In ultimate pool, that's for sure.
I think it's more about how fast you run than it is about how straight you shoot.
That's there.
Leaned it in there, and she got him perfect on the 10. What a shot.
Well, you said earlier on, Ben, it was only right this went to a shootout. And you've got your wish, I think, with this 10 ball, and it goes, no problem. It will be a shootout, guys. Well, who's your favourites for this? I've got to say, I do favour slightly Carlo and Rubelin just because of their experience at this. I mean, Zhao Fang Fu has some experience, but I'm not sure that Justin has.
Well, and here's a big factor, Mark. They had 2 chances to close this match out before the shootout, so you know they're not thrilled to be there. Where the Filipinos are probably loving life right now that it got to a shootout.
Yeah, you saw Jason Shaw and a few others. Francisco Sanchez Ruiz looking over the backs of the spectators. Jason very curious, of course, because they will be playing the winners of this match. It looked for a second like it was going to be Fu and Bergman, but now we're not so sure. It's all about the shootout. So 4 innings, switching sides after each player has played. The men will play first, 2 sides, and then the women will come in. He must make the ball into the corner. Well, he's hit that a lot slower than he normally does, I must be honest. I was expecting him to crash that in. And I think he put the cue ball a little bit nearer to the, more towards the centre, right on the edge of the box, rather than, did you see the same, Ben?
Yeah, I thought so too, Mark. I thought a little further out to center than what's usual from him.
Because he normally bridges on the rail, I'm sure.
But there was a good indication of how uncomfortable Justin is and unfamiliar with this shot. He didn't know where to put his cue ball. Carlo took a world of pressure off him by missing that first ball, and now all the pressure on Carlo with this shot.
Yeah, just worth mentioning that they are still on the 30-second shot clock. No extension, of course. And you've got the shot clock beeping down on you. You've got the whole world looking at you. And it's a really difficult shot as well. I've tried it many times. More unsuccessful than successful, I've got to say. Tough shot.
This is a hard shot in your basement. Nobody watching, let alone a big crowd like this. Quarterfinal of a major event. Had to get that one and speared it in there. Still not happy with himself, though. He'll be disappointed he let that first one slip.
Yeah, I've just been reminded by the Paul Stack guy. They did actually have a shootout. Bergman and Fu won a shootout versus Daniel Maciel and Amber Chen. It's kind of in the back of my mind. I commentated on it, believe it or not. I couldn't remember if it did go to a shootout. But I've just been told by the Paul Stack guy that it did. So Bergman has got a little bit of experience at this. And at the end of the day, just needs to pop the ball like that.
Well, you see there, Mark, they weren't looking at their elbow, so they missed the high five.
Really?
Watch the slow-mo. It's a half a high five.
It was a half a one. It was a 2.5. It was a high 2.5 is what it was.
Well, big pressure on Rubelin here. Has to make this one. If she misses this one, it could all be over.
Silence in the arena. Broken only by balls in the background being potted.
Everybody holding their breath.
Good shot from Rubelin there.
Yeah, and I would think under this much pressure that maybe Fu will miss one of these two. Carlo and Rubelin need her to miss one. If she makes both of them, there's nothing more they can do.
At one stage, Ben, we thought we was going to miss the end of this match because we lost our feed, but we're back up and running just in time to witness this. Xiao Fang Fu, as long as they keep making them, it's all that matters, because Biardo missed one. If they make their next one, it doesn't matter what the other pairing do. Right in the heart of the pocket there.
Yeah, exact middle, and you could see she was fired up because now she's put all the pressure on Rubelin. If she misses this one, it's over.
It's also worth just pointing out something that I forgot to say, that the 10 isn't placed on the spot. It's actually placed where it's racked in the rack, the 10 ball, so it's about 3 or 4 inches behind the head spot. Pressure on this one now. If she misses, it's over. And she has missed. Well, Rubelin Arcos very, very often is the hero making the difficult 10-ball shots. But what a match, what a comeback from Fu and Berggren. They will be in the semi-finals tomorrow. High-fiving all the crowd now. Look, they're absolutely delighted. They will play Cesca Centeno and Jason Shaw in tomorrow's semi-finals. They're at 7 p.m. There's more action before that starting at 11 a.m. Let's just have a listen to this interview from Ben Francis and myself, Mark White. Thank you very much. What has Bergman got to say?
Do you remember
Good.
Do you remember the entire match? How it went? Any shots?
I try to forget the first set.
Well, you came through with some absolute pressure shots. Now, my next question is, did you and your partner ever discuss at all any strategy or how to play together?
No.
Not a...
No. She knows what she's doing. You know, I don't need to coach her every shot.
Well, apparently it is absolutely working out. And one more thing. I just want to say, for your partner, I want you to know, I want to know, St. Louis, are you proud of Justin's partner? She came through big time, and you're in the Final Four, all right? So more to come from St. Louis tomorrow. We're back at it with the world champion 8-ball, 9 a.m. And you can get all the match details, ProBilliardSeries.com. Again, ProBilliardSeries.com. We'll see you tomorrow here in St. Louis.